Hey, what's up? Gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Wednesday, December 3rd, and it is 3:22 in the a.m. And if you notice, my voice has taken a somber turn. I'm not going to, you know, inject or interject any of my silliness or, side-eyed humor into this particular subject. I just want to put it out there. And I'm going to use a word that, again, people are going to say, I thought you were supposed to be, or, you know, call me out on. But I'm going to say it. And that word is bullshit. And I say that with all sincerity. I say that with my chest. I say that in knowing that I have to use some phrases that just don't fit the bill, but I have to use them because otherwise my video will be censored or silenced, and it doesn't really show my outrage. Now, there's a story that's being circulated in very few, media platforms, very few news channels. Another black man has been rendered strange fruit. I'll put it like that. And those of you who are familiar with the history of the Billie Holiday song, then you know what I'm talking about. We have to use phrases like unalived, in order to have video representation, because I guess news wires have the patent on saying what really went down. But I'm going to say, the story is being dismissed as, a person unaliving themselves. Now, I'm talking to African Americans, but the message is global. To my brothers and sisters, we all know that if a black man wanted to up and leave this earthly realm, the least likely path would be by rope. I need to say that. Culturally, that's not what we do. And I'm going to leave it at that. Now, this is the second time, and I'm sure there's more, that we've gotten a brief snippet of news about it, or about this particular situation. This is the second time the news said, hey, this happened, on to the next story. Like I said, I'm sure there are more. And we need to revive and be vocal in our representation for Black lives. You know, we scream Black Lives Matter. And then the rebuttal is, like it needs a rebuttal. I'm saying my people and me as an individual matter. We contribute. And the rebuttal is, all lives matter. Now see, I can get with that when you acknowledge that my life matters. Your life matters. Right? Your family's life matter. But somehow, in our societal thinking, we have put a devaluation, a markdown, if you will, on the life of African American individuals. And that being said, there's also a story in the news about the highest elected office in this land that has normally been esteemed and revered. This particular gentleman had a lot to say about Somalis in Somalia. And I'm just repulsed to the point now where civility has been abandoned whenever I hear insanity. And I don't know about the rest of you guys. That's all you hear these days is insanity. And now the mindset is go along to get along. No. That is the same mindset that was used in Nazi Germany, if I have to make a comparison. That's the same mindset that we adopted in Vietnam, if I have to make a comparison. I'm just following orders. That's a disease. That's not a command, or this is the Christian thing to do. You need to reevaluate your religion if that's what you consider Christian. I'm tired. And I know there are more people that are tired. And then there's the faction of, I don't know what to do. How about you just get vocal about your disgust? And stop waiting for somebody to tell you what to do. How about you connect to your conscience, your moral compass, instead of somebody needing to lead you? I'm sick of that mindset and that excuse too. The more you speak out, the more people recognize the boundary.